South Korea's impeached former President Yoon Suk-yeol has been sentenced to life in prison. And his response? Our fight is not over. We must unite and rise. This is a story that has the entire nation divided. On February 19th, a Seoul court handed down a life sentence to former President Yoon Suk-yeol, finding him guilty as the ringleader of an insurrection. The charge stems from his dramatic declaration of emergency martial law on December 3rd of last year. It is one of the most stunning falls from power in South Korean history. Just hours after the verdict, Yoon released a statement through his legal team, doubling down on his actions. He insisted that declaring martial law was, quote, solely for the sake of the nation and its people, calling it a patriotic decision. He also expressed deep skepticism about appealing the ruling, questioning whether the judicial system could deliver a fair judgment. Yoon's statement also touched on the many soldiers, police officers, and officials facing their own investigations as a result of the martial law incident, saying the responsibility lies solely with him and calling for their suffering to stop. Meanwhile, his defiant closing words, "Our fight is not over, we must unite and rise," are already energizing his supporters while alarming his critics. South Korea remains deeply polarized over whether his actions were an act of patriotism or a direct attack on democracy. A life sentence, a defiant statement, and a nation holding its breath, the saga of Yoon Suk-yeol is far from over. Whether this verdict marks the end of a chapter or the beginning of a new political battle remains to be seen. Stay tuned for updates as South Korea navigates one of the most turbulent moments in its modern history.